There was a time before insecurity, control, competition, and fear took over our relationships between men and women. A time before shame touched the human heart. In Eden, man and woman walked in perfect harmony and communion with God. Identity flowed from presence. Purpose flowed from relationship. Authority from union with God. And the enemy hated it. Because where there is alignment with God, hell has no access. So how did the enemy break what God designed? It did not begin with temptation. It began with confusion. The enemy did not come out and tempt Adam and Eve right away. He came through the back door asking the question, did God really say? The first attack was not against desire. It was against clarity. Because if the enemy can shake what you know to be true, he can rewrite who you think you are. But confusion was just the doorway. The true assignment was separation. Satan knew if he could separate Adam and Eve from God, he could separate them from their source of identity and from each other. In that moment, something subtle happened. Eve was drawn towards a voice outside of the one who created her and loved her, the one who established her security and her identity. And Adam fell silent in the place he was meant to guard and protect. The break didn't begin with rebellion. It began with distraction, deception, and disconnect. Before union broke between man and woman, union first broke and was fractured with God. Before man and woman lost each other, they lost their steadiness in God. Before the home environment lost its peace, the divine rhythm between connection and covering was interrupted. That is how the enemy works. Confuse truth, distort identity, break intimacy, destroy authority. It started a chain reaction that we are seeing now with the lawlessness and the Antichrist spirit, the beast system, increasing in these days. The Antichrist spirit has always been around, but as lawlessness increases, darkness increases, which is the rebellion against God's authority. The breakdown you see in culture, the confusion, the rebellion, the gender distortion, the rejection of order, the rise of control and lawlessness. It is not random. It is not political. It is not progress. It is the same serpent whispering the same question. Did God really say? This is the architecture of the beast system. Break clarity, break identity, break covering, break covenant, control the culture, claim the throne. From the very beginning, the devil was thrown out of heaven for his rebellion against God's authority. And his goal ever since has been to get as many children of God as possible away from the kingdom of light into his kingdom of darkness. But hear me now. Heaven is reversing the breach. God is restoring clarity. He is restoring identity. God is restoring order. He's restoring intimacy. God is restoring authority. The remnant is not confused. The remnant is not bowing. The remnant is waking up. Before Jesus comes for his bride, he is cleansing hearts, homes, and foundations. Not to bring us back to Eden as a myth, but to return us to Eden's design as our reality. Union with God first, identity rooted in him, strength aligned with love, order that protects, not controls, partnership that builds, not competes. This is not about going backward. This is about restoring what hell tried to erase. A woman can never find her identity or her security in a man, only in God. And a man can never find his worth or validation from a woman, only in God. Unlike the culture says, man and woman do not complete one another. We complement each other. The genders each bring to the table what the other gender does not have. And that is God's original design, but only when it is operating under the correct order under God. We first have to be anchored in Him, both man and woman. Anything built on needs rather than God-formed wholeness becomes pressure instead of partnership. Heaven is not nostalgic. Heaven is strategic. This is the return, not to the first garden, but to the redeemed one, to the original blueprint, to God's voice above culture, to divine order above chaos, to union with Him above every system of man. The Lord wants to align us again, not to control, not to take away, but to bring us back to the original design and order of freedom, peace, and purpose. The enemy has stolen way too long from the sons and daughters of God. We've exposed his tactics, and now we're taking back the land. Lord, return us to what you designed. Realign us again and awaken what the enemy tried to bury. Welcome to the return.